This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised as some cases contain graphic content. We mean no disrespect to anyone we discuss in this podcast except our exes. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. However, we will be expressing our personal opinions. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Hey everyone, it's Cynthia.
And I'm Wes, and this is Love and Luminol, a true crime podcast.
Yay.
Live from a hotel room.
For a new year.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Yeah, so it'll be past New Year when this is out, but Happy New Year.
Yes, we are recording this on December 31st at approximately 7 p.m. because we have something to do later.
I thought you were going to be a Cato at 6:57 and a half.
It's 6:57 and 39 seconds. So what we got today?
We got Penny Boudreau. Boudreau? Boudreau. Boudreau. Boudreau?
Boudreau. I guess.
Boudreau?
I don't know. Boudreau.
Is it Boudreau? How
There
do
you
you
go.
know?
That makes more sense.
Boudreau.
Penny Boudreau. We'll go with that.
Penny Boudreau.
All right.
Let's hit it.
Let's go.
All right, so Penny Boudreau. Never heard of it?
No, especially if
either.
we're saying the name wrong.
Right, pronunciation is everything. You're like, now I know who that is. But Penny, she went by, her real name was Patricia, but she went by Penny Boudreau. And here's a picture of her.
All right.
And there she is. Penny was born in Ontario, Canada.
Ooh, Canadian, eh?
Not local this time. And she's born 1974.
Oh, okay.
She looks young in that picture.
So it's probably from a while ago.
Yeah, I would assume. But this crime occurred while she was living in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're here.
It is. That's the only reason I'm here, guys.
That's it.
Just to help with these names.
Mm-hmm. And when she was 34 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she moved over there in Nova Scotia. Right?
Scotia.
Nova Scotia. I want to sound it out as I read it. Scotia. Nova Scotia.
Yes, Nova
She
Scotia.
moved there, had her own life, kind of did her own thing. She's 34, and she had a daughter, Carissa Boudreau. Oh, my God. Carissa.
You know what? For the rest of this episode, we're going to refrain from using the last name. We're just going to say Penny and Carissa.
I'm so sorry. She had a daughter, Carissa.
Okay.
That's her daughter.
Okay.
She's a pretty girl. But her daughter, her daughter's father, her dad, was named Paul.
Revere?
I'm not saying the last name. Paul.
Boudreau.
Boudreau, yes. And during this whole incident, her daughter happened to turn 12 years old. So she was 12 at the time. Her mom and her father was no longer together, and her mom had a new boyfriend. His name is Vernon McCumber.
Okay.
But that's her boyfriend there.
Okay.
He looks a little creepy.
Side note, if you hear a random air conditioning noise that just kicked on, it's right behind me, so the microphone probably picks it up, so I apologize. Anyway.
Okay.
Yours is probably more protected because of the back of this chair.
Probably.
But mine's wide open to the microphone.
Like, I didn't even notice it's on.
It just went out of nowhere.
Like
Anyway,
Iron Man's powering up.
That's her boyfriend.
Yep, Vernon. And
He looks like a Vernon.
He does, doesn't he? He looks like this nerdy,
Know what I mean, Vern?
older guy who's kind of doing his thing.
Know what I mean?
But Carissa lived with her father the previous summer until that mid-November when she chose to live with her mother.
Okay.
So her father had her. She lived with him. And then mid-November the previous year, she's like, I'm going to live with Mom. So she moved in with her mother. And Penny and Carissa had a strained relationship, which makes me wonder why she wanted to move in with her.
Yeah.
Maybe dad was more stricter than mom.
Maybe.
I don't know. She's about that teenage age.
Mm-hmm.
But they constantly bumped heads and they argued over little things, petty things. It was just, teenage and parent kind of arguments.
It happens.
Happens, typical teenage girl drama. But January 27th in 2008, Penny ends up calling 911 to report her daughter, Carissa, missing around 7:35 p.m.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she calls police. My daughter's missing at 7:35 at night. She's not here.
Somewhere in Nova Scotia.
In Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. And it sparked a large scale, because I guess stuff like this didn't happen often.
Yeah, I mean, Canada's pretty
chill. Yeah.
There's not a lot going on.
So it sparked a large scale hunt, basically, for this girl.
Yeah.
It included a ground search, rescue volunteers, the Department of Natural Resources helicopter.
God damn.
Right? RCMP divers. So
Well,
people went in the water.
I'm just going to throw this out there. She was a white girl.
Yeah.
It happens.
Child Find was in there, internet groups, and countless more just random neighbors and citizens. All, I mean, good Lord, you couldn't hide.
They go above and beyond for the little white girls.
They went
Evidently
all
in
out.
Canada, too.
Yeah. And Penny made many appeals for anyone with information to come forward. I have a picture right there. She's on TV on the news crying. She's like, please, come help us, even though you have everybody and their mom out there
I don't know. Something's off.
wanting more information.
I feel like this is going to go to the mother.
How do you know?
I don't know. She looks phony right now. And if I'm wrong, I'm apologizing right now, but she looks phony right now.
Well, on February 9th, 2008, a passerby just driving around ends up coming upon Carissa's frozen body next to the river around 11:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So he finds this frozen young girl's body. And Carissa's body was found with her jeans and underwear pulled down along the side of an embankment in Conquerall Bank.
Okay.
That's how it's spelled. I don't know if that's how they say it. Conquerall Bank. But that's how she was found. The police thought it was a sexual assault. Obviously, her pants were down. But needed the autopsy to confirm that it didn't just pull down when they were dragging her or something.
They didn't find anything, did they?
February 14th, the body was confirmed to be Carissa's. They had to make sure it's her. And no sexual assault was detected.
What did I say?
Yep. Mayor Carol Publicover, whatever, tells the public not to panic.
The public over tells the public not to panic.
And that reminds me of the...
Public over tells the public to get over it. Don't panic.
That reminds me of the Kokenberger case. When the
Kokenberger.
first happened, they didn't bring the suspect name. They're like, don't worry. We don't think. Yeah. They're like, the public has no reason to worry. And we're like, why? 4 kids were just stabbed.
Yeah.
But that's because they already had a suspect and already had everything. So we're like, no worries.
No worries.
So this
Calm down.
mayor was like, no worries. You have nothing to fear. And there hasn't been a murder in that town since 1993. This was 2008.
Damn. And
Still,
they were like,
he's
don't
like-
worry, we got this.
He's like, don't worry. It's a rarity.
We already figured it out. Don't worry
And
about
the
it.
population of that area was 8,000.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So they're like, don't worry. And the neighbors that lived near Penny heard Penny and Vernon arguing a few times around right before Carissa went missing.
Yeah.
So they instantly became a suspect for the murder. An undercover police officer shared a cell with Vernon and gained his trust.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The investigation quickly turned to focus on Penny.
He's
after
like,
getting some info
my
from
wife,
Vernon.
she's fucking crazy. This
Yeah.
is what she did.
The undercover officer claimed to belong to a crime syndicate and offered Penny a deal. If she killed for them, they would get rid of the evidence against her.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't know. Why is that? That makes me think they're like, if you go kill somebody else, we'll take care of it. Why are you sacrificing somebody else?
No, they're just kind
Unless
of,
they're
they're
like-
trying to show that, yeah.
If she says she did it, they'll help her clean it up.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, did they just really tell her to go kill somebody and they'll
Kind
take care
of,
of it?
but like they don't plan on her actually going to do it. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
That's
it's
a gamble.
technically in the U.S. that's called
She's
entrapment.
probably like, I got that lady that cut me off at the parking spot for Walmart.
It's called entrapment. You go do this, we'll take care of it for you. Oh, by the way, I'm a cop. You're under arrest for trying to do what I asked you to do.
Well, it worked because Penny was subsequently recorded on hidden cameras confessing to the undercover police officer and recounting the details of Carissa's murder.
Boy, oh boy.
Yep.
What did I say?
You said it. Penny said they first went to the local grocery store, where Carissa stayed in the car. Penny called Vernon while in the store to tell him that Carissa ran off and is missing. So she went in the store, left Carissa in the car, and she called her boyfriend. It's like, Carissa's missing. I don't know where she is.
Okay.
So she already had to plan what she's doing.
No,
She
that-
drove-
The boyfriend wasn't in on it.
No. She drove Carissa to the outskirts of Bridgewater. And she drove to William Hebb Road. It's in Hebbville. It's near Bridgewater. We drove out in that area. Once out of the car, she tackled Carissa to the ground and strangled her with twine while kneeling on her chest.
Wow.
So strangled her own daughter. She claimed that Carissa kept yelling, "Mommy, don't." Or Mummy, is what she said. Mummy,
don't.
She drove her body to the nearby river, pulled her pants partly down to make it appear as if she was sexually assaulted, and then left her there.
Wow.
When she got home, she threw away some of Carissa's clothes to support the claim that she packed up and ran off. Vernon remained at home and was told by Penny that Carissa vanished from her car after she'd left it unattended. So she's like, I went in the store, came out, she's gone. She was arrested June 13th of 2008. Her boyfriend gave her the ultimate, like, douchebag ultimatum is what she said. He told her that either her daughter went or he goes. He's like, I can't live with this drama.
Oh, so that's why she killed her.
He's like, I can't live with this fighting, this drama, this teenage stuff. Either she's got to go or I got to go.
Wow.
So the mom decided that she had to go.
Fuck.
It's like,
That's a bad decision.
but Vernon denied saying this. He's like, I never said that. He stated, quote, I asked them, you must do something about this because this is not a productive family when they're arguing and fighting. I'd come home and hear them screaming and hollering as I'd come up the stairs, end quote. He's like, I heard them fighting all the time. I tell them it's not healthy, but I never told her it's her or me. Which, I mean, he might have said something that made her think he meant that. He might have been like,
It's like, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to have to go or something.
Yeah, something like, I'm going to have to stay somewhere else. You know, something that gave her that idea. But he said, I didn't flat out tell her. But Crown Attorney Paul Scoville told reporters, quote, we were satisfied he did not mean that she was to kill Carissa.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if he says either she's got to go or I got to go, it's more like send her to her dad's or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Once
you take her out back and choke her until she is no longer alive.
And that was the point. They're like, okay, even if he did say that, he didn't imply kill her. Like, you can't blame him for nothing.
No, you can't. You can't take someone's assumptions.
Mm-hmm. But the Crown said Vernon had no role in the murder. And Penny was charged with first-degree murder. She agreed to plead guilty to a lesser charge of second-degree murder and received a life sentence on January 29th, 2009. So I assume the lesser charge would be we're not going to put you to death.
Yeah, she avoided the death penalty by agreeing to go to life in prison.
Yeah, because I said she still got life.
Yeah.
But she must serve at least 20 years before she can apply for parole. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, she shouldn't
So
get
she
parole.
was given a parole option as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like life in prison without parole. She got parole option.
But Judge Justice Margaret Stewart looked directly at Penny and said, quote, you can never call yourself a mother. The words, Mummy, don't, are there to haunt you for the rest of your life.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like, you can't call yourself a mother. In July of 2018, Canada granted her 4 escorted leaves to be taken in the remainder of the year so she can attend church. She found Jesus in there.
Of course she did.
They do. When Paul was asked about Penny's apology, that's Carissa's dad, he said, quote, "Crocodile tears, justice has been served." Yep.
Booyah.
And Carissa's funeral was in Barrington, where her father lives. So they had her funeral and everything where her father lived.
That's good.
And she was buried near where he lives in Shelburne County. And that's her little grave site there.
Oh, wow.
It's got her picture on it, our angel. In the years 95 to, what's that?
2008.
2008, yeah. But yeah, that's her. Reverend Perry.
It's either an 8 or a 3. It's an 8.
It's an 8, yeah. She died an 8, but I was trying to do my math in my head. Be like, what does that make? Does that make her 12? But it makes her, yeah, about 13. Yeah. But Reverend Perry Ingersoll performed the funeral service. And then Vernon, the boyfriend, has been having difficulties finding employment due to his connection to the case, and he started drinking a lot, so he's an alcoholic.
I think that's more the reason why he's not finding his jobs.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think just because somebody knew him.
Yeah, well, it's a small town, and rumors, she blamed him, he blamed her.
I mean, he can always go a town or two over and get a job.
Yeah.
I think
the drinking.
The drinking is probably the primary culprit there.
I could see people whispering about him, and maybe the drinking's led to missing interviews and calling in and that stuff. But horrible, horrible case, and that's the case of Penny.
Wow. Boudreau.
Penny Boudreau.
Penny Boudreau of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Let's just start this all over and we'll do it.
Start it over. Penny Boudreau, Nova Scotia.
Yes. Got it.
Wow. All right. Well, that was a fast one.
It was pretty fast. Thoughts out to, it was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
I mean.
Pretty much, because they did it. They got caught very easily.
Yeah, I was to say.
I don't feel like there was any investigation. It was just like, they did it.
They're like, we think it's them. Let's put an undercover police officer. There are some hidden cameras.
That's
and
some craziness. It's not like there was a bunch of evidence or anything. They literally was like, we think it's them. Let's put them in a cell and see if we can get them to confess.
Yeah, and they threw an undercover agent out there that's like, share your phone with her and small talk and see if she says. She's like, I did kill someone. This is what I did. Can you cover it up? And they're like,
wow.
You're under arrest. Like, she just spilled it all.
Yeah. They didn't even have to try.
I know.
It's just like,
and then she pled guilty, so she wasn't even fighting it.
No court. No, I mean, court was easy. Just like, I did it.
The sentencing, basically. I did it.
Wow.
So it was a pretty quick one, but horribly sad for Carissa.
Yeah.
And it says Carissa Page, so I assume her middle name was Page.
Yep.
Oh, that's cute.
Carissa Page Boudreau.
So thoughts out to her family, friends. But that's it.
She must have liked deer or something, because it looks like there's a Bambi deer off to the side.
Maybe Bambi was her favorite movie.
Maybe.
Disney movie. I don't know. It does look like Bambi.
All right. Well, I guess that was it, huh?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for you.
Well, if you want to continue watching and listening our podcast, you can go to loveandluminol.com, and it'll show you basically everywhere we are, basically audio, video, etc. There's also a contact form if you want to just tell us we suck.
Sure.
Feel free to like and subscribe if you're on any services and you want to continue to watch and listen to us. We're on social media as well, everywhere except for the Elon Musk experiment. And experiment, get it? X.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
what? But primarily, we do a lot of stuff on TikTok.
Book
reviews and tell you about new episodes. Wish you a happy Christmas and all that stuff randomly on there.
We're late.
Yeah. Yeah, and if there's ever a reason where we're not going to have an episode, it's probably going to be on TikTok. We'll tell you. In fact, we did for the last couple that we missed for the holidays. We had a holiday schedule. We only had one episode the month of December. We're in January now, so we're going to start off good.
So we're back, and you got a Love and Illuminati.
Yes.
You're working on sometime.
Yeah, sometime, I'm hoping this month, sometime, there will be a spin-off episode of our podcast called Love and Illuminati, which will just be kind of the same between us, except I'll be taking over and we'll be doing aliens, conspiracy theory type stuff, just anything weird. I might even delve into ghosts or, just anything that's strange and weird, just fun stuff. That's just a break from true crime for a little bit. Although some of it may involve true crime.
I'll say there's some weird, strange cases out there.
But it's more of the weird and unexplained section of our stuff. So, so be looking out for that. I'm hoping to have an episode sometime this month.
Nice.
And that's about all I got.
Yeah.
Wish you guys a happy new year, since it'll be New Year's in a couple of hours here. But again, you'll be watching this after the fact.
Yeah. Hungover still.
Tuesday?
Us too, yep.
We're going to be hungover by Tuesday? You guys had fun, didn't you?
Right.
But anyway, that's all I got. What about you?
And that's it, really. If you guys like reading and stuff, definitely check out TikTok. We're working on Fourth Wing.
Yeah, we got our book talks.
Highly recommended.
Yes.
See what we think about it.
We're about, what are we, a little over halfway through, right? A little over halfway through Fourth Wings. So
check that out if you're thinking about reading it.
Yeah, if you're thinking about reading it, check out our book talk when we drop it and see if we influence you one way or another.
Yeah. True.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. See
Bye.
ya. Bye.